If you're thinking of buying a home or investing in real estate in Lagos, then you need to see this. In today's video, I am live on site in Abraham Adesanya, Ajah, and I am taking you all the way to Romax 12 Estate, one of the residential development a lot of buyers have been asking questions about. They have been getting their questions answered and they have been investing heavily in this estate. I'm doing this video all the way from the Lekki Expressway to where this estate is so that you can see what your drive experience would be like if you picked this place to be a home for you or an investment. If you have been following Lekki Ajah Real Estate, you already know that Abraham Adesanya axis is growing very fast. Better roads, more estates, rising demand, and this Romax 12 estate sits right in the middle of it all. The Romax 12A is done and it's already been inhabited by people who saw it first and purchased it. Now I'm taking you to Romax 12B, which is the second phase, and this is also about to round off. So as I drive down now, I will break down everything you know, which would include what this estate is all about, the location advantage of Abraham Adesanya Ajah, the available house types, the available house types in this estate, the current prices for the one bedroom, the two bedroom, the three bedroom, and the four bedroom. I'll tell you how the payment plan works. I'll tell you if there is interest or no interest for whatever payment plan you choose. I'll reveal the documentation fees and I'll reveal what it looks like living in this estate and who is this estate for. Is it best for homeowners, first time homeowners? Is it best for investors? Everything will be revealed as we move along to Romax 12B. So, this video is for you if you're tired of renting a property in Lagos, you're tired of renting. Renting just keeps skyrocketing every day. Landlords are getting very unbearable. A house of 2.5 million naira, landlord will just come and say the house is now 7 million. And you know, people like to live closer to they like to live closer to Lekki Phase 1 because that is where most professionals work. Lekki Phase 1 and Victoria Island. But I've been preaching that if really you don't have a job in all those places, you should not really be worried about where you should live as long as you know your pocket. You can live as far as Ekpe as long as security is guaranteed, the area is highly livable, and everything that you need for life and for enjoyment is all around you. We need to decentralize this living close to Lekki Phase 1, close to Victoria Island, and all. A lot of people are entrepreneurs, but I don't know why they choose to pay high rent just to survive. So we move. So about Romax 12 Estate. Romax 12 Estate is a residential estate located in General Paint, Abraham Adesanya area of Ajah, Lagos, right off the Lekki Expressway corridor. It is designed to give you various housing options, starting from the one bedroom apartment to bigger family homes like the three bedroom and the four bedroom units. This area is busy, it is growing, and it is becoming more attractive every day. Every day. Like I said earlier, if you like to live close to the Lekki Phase 1, the Victoria Island Aziz, then this is your Abraham Adesanya is your best option if you do not want to pay through your nose. So, and it is covered by landmarks like the Lagos Business School, the ShopRite Mall in Shangotedo is just some drive away. The Abraham Adesanya roundabout that used to be there before is no longer there. They are changing the orientation of that road now. You just drive straight and you have to go and turn under Ajah Bridge. And there's also easy access to the Lagos to Calabar Coastal Road. There's easy access to the Ogombo Road. There's easy access to the Lekki Ekpe Expressway. So let's talk about the prices of this home. Romance 12, including all payment structures, and if you'd like to choose the 12-month payment plan with interest. So these prices I'm going to discuss with you now they are the outright prices. So if you're interested in the one bedroom is selling for 35 million. If you're interested in the two bedroom, it is selling for 50 million naira. If you are interested in the two-bedroom duplex, that is selling for 55 million naira. And if you're interested in the three-bedroom house, it is selling for 70 million naira. The four-bedroom house is selling for 80 million naira. These prices gives you a range of choices from the one bedroom to the four bedroom for people who are interested in living here as a family or using it up for rent. So the 12 months payment plan. Now, many buyers like flexibility, especially I should know because out of over 30 units that my brokerage firm sold in this estate, just about 10 of them were paid outright. The rest of the 20 were on payment plan. So if you are not paying outright, this place has a 12 months payment plan that works. So if you spread your payment for 12 months, what you're just paying is an initial deposit of 10 million naira for whichever of the units you choose, whichever of the house types you choose, and you can spread the rest for 12 months. But here is the caveat. The 12 months come with an interest. It comes with a 6 million naira interest for that 12 months, which is not bad. I have seen other payment plan and it is not as conducive as this is. Let me just quickly juxtapose it with another property that the initial deposit is 3 million naira, but the very next month after you pay the initial deposit, you are expected to pay 30 million sharp. If you don't pay 30 million, they will return your 3 million naira to you with some charges deducted. You can see. So all payment plan are not the same. This is a very good payment plan. After you have paid your 10 million naira, what you just need to do is to divide the rest of the money by 12 and you pay that every month. If that is conducive for you, then this is a payment plan you can go for. So, what are the extra ancillary fees that are involved here? There's a 4.6 million naira agency fee. This fee handles your survey, it handles your deed of assignment, it handles every other document that is going to be given to you in this estate. But the two most important ones are your survey and your deed of assignment, which is very important. You need these two documents to go ahead and finalize your own documentation. I mean, the property already comes with a governor's consent, but you can still get your own governor's consent in your own name on that property. That is what we call finalizing of documents. And also, after all this fee, you are paying our agency 5% of the price of the house, excluding of the interest if you're doing 12 months and excluding of the 4.6 million documentation fee. The outright price of the house is what you're paying agency for. So as you pay, you get an official receipt. As you pay, you get an official receipt. So this is not just a house, it's a community, as you can see. Uh, a gated estate, 24 hours power, but that power is dependent on how people fill up easily so that the people, the small, these estates, people don't get, it doesn't get filled at once. And the much of the bills will be shared by the number of people that are just living inside. So the more people fill up, the more the bills will reduce because everybody will now be sharing everything. So it is located in General Paint, Abraham Adesanya. Like I've said earlier, bordered by the coastal road, bordered by there are a lot of beaches at the tail end of Abraham Adesanya if you use the Ogombo area, and it is of true value. If you want to rent out this place, you're talking about nothing less than 4.5 million naira upwards. I have had a couple rented, and that was the least we got for them. So, if you're interested, give me a call and you'll be happy you did.